This is a video for the Luke 140 Syndicate. Well guys, we've come off a very successful run down at Aiken over the weekend. We shipped Luke all the way down to South Carolina, back to our winter training base actually in South Carolina, to do the Aiken 4-star short, the Stableview 4-star short. This was a proper track. This was sort of one of these big events that was pretty important for me and Luke. This was a preparation event towards the Kentucky 5-star. I've sort of been on protective mode and cautious mode on Luke for a long time, just because I'm terrified about his legs. But I knew that we sort of had to face the music eventually this spring and go to a bigger track and sort of gallop him on a little bit. And all in all, it was a very successful event. It wasn't perfect, but we're on track. I feel like we're improving every time. If you remember, about 4 or 5 weeks ago, we did the 4-star short there at Chat Hills, and I felt Luke was better in all 3 phases from that. And he's fitter. He's really come on a lot in his fitness since coming back to Kentucky. Coming back to Pennsylvania, we're able to use the big long gallops here in Pennsylvania, and it's made a good difference. We still need a little bit more fitness towards the end of the course. I mean, it was very hot. Luke was a bit winded, but we've got 3 or 4 big gallops left in our game plan. The key with this competition was to have a bit of a dress rehearsal for the Kentucky 5-star. So I intentionally just took 3 horses there, which for me is a luxurious opportunity just to really focus in on a couple of top horses. Only 1 dressage test to remember, 1 cross-country round to remember. It was good. We got there 2 days early. We got there on Wednesday, had a nice long hack and some sort of relaxation, bit of a long walk and trot around the farm for an hour. Thursday, I rode him twice in the dressage. The first ride, it was typical Luke. He was, neighing and yelling out to his buddies and full of life. And by the second ride, the arena familiarization, he was better. And then I got up really early on Friday morning and I rode him again actually before this test. And all in all, it was good. Obviously, that first walk pirouette was terrible. He sort of was a bit ponyish. He spun around and got a bit naughty. And then the end of the walk here, Luke knows the canter and the extended canters coming up, and this happened also at Chat Hills. So I've got to work on this as I'm going from extended walk to medium walk to not let him jig into the canter transition, just because basically the judges there will give him a 4 or 5 for his walk. You can see here he's starting to prance around, so that we've got to clean that up. I think come Kentucky we'll even have him a little bit more quiet for the dressage, just through being there for a couple of extra days and really doing some exercises in our training to make sure that he doesn't jog in the walk. Rest of the test was good. You'll see in a minute his show jumping was fantastic, and he had a great cross-country round too. So my game plan is get our vet to take a look at him on Monday, just check him over, make sure that he's all in good shape. I'm hoping that we'll then be able to put a big gallop into him probably on Friday of this week. And then I think I don't want to overdo it, but we need probably 1 more cross-country school, and then Peter Wild's going to come and give us a hand jumping him once or twice before we go down to Lexington. I'd urge everyone in the Luke Syndicate to come to Lexington. It's an event like no other. I'd also encourage you to get the VIP tickets. The VIP tickets are the best. You could contact my secretary Sarah, who can help tee it up with I think you get a discount if you're an owner. But it's great food, great viewing, good service, and it's definitely, if you're going to make the effort to go there, highly recommend getting those tickets. It's been sort of a long process to get Luke to this point, but I feel like we've we've done everything correctly. We've really given him a long, slow recovery, come back. We've pampered him around a couple of easy events, and then this competition, I didn't go balls to the wall cross country, but I definitely opened him up and galloped him on a bit. Peter Wild was there helping me in the show jumping, and did a masterful job. This is a tricky horse in the show jumping because he's a wild horse, and the hard part is to keep the round flowing and to try and sort of be a smooth round under the time. And it's a delicate touch with Luke. You've sort of got to lightly sort of go with him, and every now and then he sees a jump and then he just charges at it like a wild man, which from memory, I think this triple bar here, he all of a sudden lit up here, and then I'm like, whoa, settle down. And unfortunately, that's Luke. I can sort of anticipate when he's going to do it, and sometimes I feel like there's no other way to slow him down but to get in a bit of an argument with him. The good thing is it's happening less and less. The more work we put into him and the bigger the jumps and the bigger the course, the less fighting and wrestling and yanking back. Anyway, we jumped a good round. He was actually in the lead after the show jumping. We got a 29.2 in the dressage, clear round in the show jumping, and we went into the cross country in first place. So I sort of, obviously I could have gone a fair bit faster on him cross country. I still felt like I pushed him along and galloped him on good. He was huffing and puffing at the end. It was quite hot. It was about 85 degrees, so it was a good workout. I suppose the question is, why didn't we go faster? There's a small part of me that is just a little bit cautious, sort of going down the hills and on the sharp turns, and in the back of my mind I'm just always terrified of re-injuring him, so I'm a little bit babying him here and there. And then there's a number of fences where I felt like I slowed down maybe a little prematurely. I really wanted to make an effort for Luke to jump the jumps in just a good fashion, a good way, and not not ride him like a motorcycle too much. Come Kentucky, I'm going to have to abandon that. I'm going to have to go for it and not do too much setting up if we want to be obviously competitive with the time. Make no mistake, we're going to Kentucky and we're going for broke. And so this event, I'm probably kicking myself a little bit. He had 11.2 time penalties. I was about 8 seconds slower on Luke than my other two rides. Anyway, I feel like we could ride him faster, but I'm also, at the back of my mind, using this contest as a preparation event for Kentucky. This is sort of the first event I sort of got to know Leslie Law a bit. Leslie's the new chef to keep, and it's been very impressive so far. It's reminded me of my experiences with Eric. Good guy. I walked around the course with him, and very similar sort of message that what Eric gave me. He loves the forward distances, the forward lines. It's not too complicated, and he's very great coach coming to the warm-up, giving me feedback on my first ride, and so far very, very impressed with Leslie's work. Anyway, guys, we're in good shape with Luke. We're nearly there, and I feel like all the hard work's paying off, and it's nearly time to strike. Anyway, guys, I look forward to seeing a lot of you in Kentucky.